being Kakheti and this second MCPSC region remain challenging for Georgia and the alliance, which Georgia has made and must continue to make, which Georgia has made.
All the success on this very important task. Determination of quality for the fourth time in my country showcase defense, MOD, Vision 2030. We developed and we approved two Ministry of Defense, continue implement close cooperation with international partners through bilateral countries, stable development.
Dear Minister Burculazzi, dear Deputy Minister Cikovani, dear Georgi, and dear friends here in Georgia. Admirals, generals, colleagues, welcome you all to the MCPS with Georgia here in Kakheti. To begin, let me thank you on behalf of the Military Committee for the invitation to visit your beautiful country. And last but not least, for the wonderful evening we had last evening. It is a pleasure to be in Kakheti and this second MCPS with Georgia of 2021, which is also the fourth MCPS to be held in Georgia. The permanent threat from Russia in the two breakaway regions, Russia's continued provocations in the neighborhood, and the security situation in the Black Sea region remain challenging for Georgia and the alliance. Despite these challenges, Georgia has consistently been a reliable security provider alongside NATO in Afghanistan since 2004 and provided the largest troop contributions of any partner. Allow me to thank you for your incredible efforts over that long period of time, and allow me to share our condolences for 32 Georgian service members who made the ultimate sacrifice and for 435 who were wounded on the battlefield. We commend the significant progress on reforms which Georgia has made and must continue to make, and which have helped Georgia to strengthen its defense capabilities and interoperability with the alliance. We are working closely with Georgia on security in the Black Sea region in response to Russia's increasingly destabilizing activities and welcome the steps taken to implement the refreshed substantial NATO-Georgia package. We stand ready to enhance our support to Georgia, including in building resilience against hybrid threats, in training and exercises, and in secure communications. The Black Sea region is, of course, one of NATO's most important areas of interest. I have reaffirmed NATO's continued and active support to Georgia in the maritime domain during my recent interactions with Georgian officials, and I'm looking forward to your Black Sea-related briefings today. Additionally, today's agenda includes updates on the security situation and on the Georgian Defense Forces reforms and transformation, as well as an overview about Georgia's contributions to NATO-led operations. Without further ado, I'd like to pass the floor to Minister Burculazzi for the opening remarks and an introduction of the speakers from Georgia. Dear Minister, over to you.
Thank you. Dear Admiral Bauer, military committee representatives, generals, distinguished guests, let me extend my warm welcome to you and express my country's appreciation for the visit of NATO Military Committee in Georgia. I will take this opportunity to officially congratulate Admiral Rob Bauer on his appointment. As the chair of the Military Committee, and wish you, dear Admiral, all the success on this very important position. I'm happy that we are hosting you here in Kakheti, the largest region of Georgia, and hope you enjoy a wonderful fall atmosphere despite the tight schedule. The visit of the NATO's highest military authorities already for the fourth time in my country, showcases continued support and ever-strengthening cooperation between the Alliance and Georgia as its future member of the Alliance. Hereby, I would like to extend gratitude to the NATO for its unwavering support to Georgia's sovereignty and territorial integrity within its internationally recognized borders, and its consistent non-recognition policy of the occupied territories of Georgia. We are encouraged to have heard the Secretary General Stoltenberg just recently in the United States, where he reiterated that no third party has the right to interfere in our relations and recommitted to allied support on our membership path. The determination of Georgia to achieve NATO membership has been strong as ever, and is now safeguarded by the supreme law of the country, the Constitution, enjoying strong support of the Georgian government, majority of diverse political forces, and most importantly, the Georgian people. Georgia, as an indivisible part of the European family and its identity in terms of European civilization, geography, cultural heritage, and democratic values, fully shares and respects founding principles of the Alliance. We are committed to continue building strong and resilient democratic institutions that represent the cornerstone of our country's stable development and prosperous future. Despite complex security situation in the region, Ministry of Defense continue implementation of comprehensive defense reforms that aim to build a modern, combat-ready, and NATO-interoperable defense forces capable of providing credible deterrence and defense. To be most effective, efficient, and sustainable, we gradually move to long-term planning. This year, with active engagement of international partners, we developed and we approved 2 strategic guiding and planning documents. Ministry of Defense, MOD, Vision 2030, and the new Strategic Defense Review for the period of 21-25. In the coming years, we will continue to focus on defense capability development, anti-armor, air defense, artillery, intelligence, engineering, cyber defense capabilities, institutional development, mission command, infrastructure, logistics, military education and training, reserve and mobilization, international cooperation, and defense family care. In this comprehensive process, in line with NATO's recommendations, we remain committed to maintain spending around 2% of the GDP on defense, and a significant portion of the defense budget on major systems acquisition and infrastructure modernization. In addition to national efforts, our commitment to ambitious defense reforms agenda requires close cooperation with international partners through bilateral and multilateral formats. We continue efficient use of all existing political and practical cooperation mechanisms with NATO, which further enhance our country's defense capabilities, increase its interoperability with the alliance, and help prepare Georgia for NATO membership. Without dedication of each and every NATO member and the significant support of our like-minded partners, our progress in defense transformation would be hard to achieve. Therefore, I would like to take this opportunity to extend our gratefulness to your nations, our friends, for supporting us in this demanding process, and assure you of our unwavering commitment to our common security principles and objectives. With tireless effort, we have transformed ourselves from security consumers to the security providers, including through comprehensive development of the entire defense system and personnel. Over 2 decades, long contribution to the international peace support mission and our ability to support the alliance even after the completion of international mission with NATO standard capabilities is a solid proof of that. Hereby, I would like to highlight that Georgia, as a critical partner and a future ally, being an indivisible part of the Black Sea security architecture, with its strategic location and diverse opportunities, has great potential and greater determination to continue supporting NATO in maintaining peace and stability of the Euro-Atlantic areas and beyond. And we certainly hope that soon we will be able to do so as a fully fledged member of NATO. Distinguished guests, considering the military character of this session, I will hereby close my remarks by wishing you a very productive discussions and leave the floor to our distinguished generals and officers. Thank you very much again.